What is your stutter telling you? My name is Ramasiva and I'm a speech and mind consultant. If you haven't subscribed to my videos, please click on subscribe and click on the notification bell to be notified of any videos. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what is your stuttering telling you. From an early age, all I tried to do was not to stutter. The message was quite clear. Stuttering was undesirable and must be stopped. I was sent direct to speech therapy jail, and I would spend the next 30 years trying to dig an escape tunnel out. My crime was stumbling when reading out aloud in class. Why did it take me so long to learn the lesson? Nelson Mandela, in an interview with Oprah Winfrey, said, "It's a great tragedy to spend the best years of life in prison, but although it looks ironical, there are advantages in that. If I had not been in prison, I would not have been able to achieve the most difficult task in life, and that is changing yourself. I had that opportunity because in prison, you have what we don't have outside of prison. The opportunity to sit down and think, which is an important part." Oprah replied, "Did you need 27 years of it? You could have taken a few days, a week, in vacation." Mandela responded, "Even to try to change yourself is a process which comes in due course." When you know you're stuck in a pattern of stuttering and whatever you're doing is not helping and seems to lead to the same negative results, you need to notice what your emotion is. Why are you so anxious, fearful? What are you holding back? What are you suppressing? And remember when you last felt this way, and realize this is how you habitually react to situations. So you realize it's not just something happening right now, but in fact, this is an automatic response. It's a habit. Other people don't react in this way in this situation, but I do. And try and remember, when was the first time you felt anxious or fearful of stuttering? You may not be able to remember, but it may be that you had a feeling of helplessness while you were struggling to read out aloud in class and heard your peers laughing. And the reactions of people is triggering you to feel like when you were an 8-year-old child. Can you experience what it felt like to stutter as a child? We would tend not to do it, but if we do, then you will see that it's not as bad as we thought. You are no longer 8, you're 44, and in control of yourself, even though you may have felt like you were 8 and able to. Is it the stuttering you want to remove or the feelings associated with it? But as a 44-year-old, you can see those feelings are not as scary as they were when you were 8. What were the feelings that you suppressed? What were the feelings that I didn't want to experience when I stuttered? There's absolutely nothing wrong with stuttering. Some people stutter and that's the way they speak. However, did you also find out that you could speak to your cat perfectly well without any problem? I did, and I found that out quite early on when I was 11 years old. Do you stutter when you're completely alone? Feelings of insecurity filled up my childhood and stayed with me like a loyal dog till my mid-40s. I didn't like my voice, my teeth, or my accent. Little wonder I stuttered for so long, or so I thought. Feelings of utter embarrassment when I stuttered resulted in my early entry into a monastery at the age of 9. I would start to be quieter. However, when I did laugh out loud, when a French teacher picked up a boy by his ear, I was punished with an iron cane on my palms. That must explain why I dislike French so much. Feelings of running and wanting to hide when I stuttered made me a quiet person. What is the stuttering showing? Underneath the stuttering, uncomfortable feelings have to be faced before any change in the outward stuttering can be heard. If you can speak to your cat, you can speak to any human being, even though they may look like a tiger.